morning, friends and family. I'm Andrew Fitzgerald.
And I'm Kyle Lasso.
Did you catch this week's episode of The Walking Dead, Kyle?
Yeah, it was actually pretty awesome. It was making me think.
Think about what exactly?
How to survive a zombie apocalypse. I'd be like Rick out there.
Yeah, okay. Let's give it over to George to tell us more about the zombie situation in Madison.
On October 11th, one of the most popular shows on television began its sixth season with a bang. The Walking Dead continues to surprise its viewers with dramatic twists and killer endings. We headed out to find some fellow walkers and their take on this new season.
Do you watch The Walking Dead?
I do.
Who's your favorite character?
I like Daryl. He's a bad boy.
What did you think of last week's Walking Dead episode?
Friggin' awesome, man. This episode was right up there with one of the best ones. This season is clearly playing out better than the past two seasons. Glenn is not dead, I can tell you that.
What did you think of last week's Walking Dead episode?
Very different and intense. Something we haven't really seen before.
How did you put your zombie makeup together?
Well, I got up at 4:30 in the morning and I based my whole body out in foundation, and I mixed it with greens and blacks and purples to get that whole decaying look.
After watching The Walking Dead, do you feel you're now more prepared for a zombie apocalypse?
Oh, absolutely. I'm of the kill or be killed mentality, and I think I'd stand a good chance against the zombies.
Can you explain how this type of thing is actually possible?
Well, yeah, it actually is possible. You see, we all have a gene, and in life and usually in death, that gene is silent. And if that gene becomes mutated either with a virus or by some other means, upon death, the gene becomes activated, and the proteins that it creates take control of your body and put you into that zombie state. Knowing, and by the way, you should all look it up. It's true. Take out your mobile learning devices, plug in ZMB1, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. I've actually been preparing. I have a bit of an arsenal created to protect myself if zombies end up trying to attack me.
With this speculation on the possibility of a zombie apocalypse to occur, we took it upon ourselves to show you the necessary skills and tactics it takes to make it through.
Right now we're just panning the area, looking for a nice area to build our shelter.
Right here, we have found a nice water source that is key in our survival. Kenny here is going to sample it, see if it is pure. Where's Evan? After hearing all this zombie talk, I'm not taking any chances. From my remote zombie hideout, this is Luke Bernardo reporting.
See, told you, man, it's not that hard. I danced my way around those zombies.
Speaking of dancing, you excited for the homecoming dance tomorrow?
Oh, of course. I got my dress a month ago.
What?
Yeah, you been practicing your dance moves?
Dante was actually showing me some of his new moves. One of them's called the Tornado. I think I'm going to try it out tomorrow.
I can't wait to see that. Let's check in with Dante and his dance team to learn a little more about homecoming.
It's that time of year again. Another story about homecoming. All the excitement and glamour comes alive tomorrow night. Are you ready? I think we are.
What are you most excited about for homecoming?
The punch.
Hitting the whip.
Dressing up.
Mostly dancing, hanging out with friends there, and Katy Perry songs.
The sick music.
Do you think you can dance?
Well, I do poorly on Dance Dance Revolution, so no.
What were your school dances like back in the day?
School dances were very traditional, just like they are at Daniel Hand.
What was your go-to dance move?
The dance move was most often the twist.
Can you show us the twist?
Oh, I couldn't do that at all. I have my assistant over here who will show it.
Yeah, I can definitely do the whip.
Now watch me whip. Kill it. Now watch me nay nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, whip. Watch me nay nay. Why me do it?
Probably the awkward step touching because I have no rhythm whatsoever.
I think we used to do the chicken dance.
The Dougie.
We
how to duck. Teach me how to duck.
Everybody love me. Everybody.
The lawn sprinkler.
It's got to be the pop.
Let's
You be dancing and.
We sure are in store for a great night. For those complaining about the high ticket price, the ticket sales go to a great cause in the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp, a camp designed specifically for kids battling illnesses. Outside in the cool down zone for the dance, this is Dante Gitti reporting. Be safe and have fun tomorrow night, Hand.
This dance might get a little crazy. I doubt the old teachers are going to be able to keep us under control. Looks like we're going to need some young guns, some fresh meat, stallions. I got an idea. We should have some of our new teachers chaperone the dance.
Yeah, let's kick it over to Jonah, see if he can catch us up with some young bloods.
New versus old. This week, teachers.
Why Madison, Connecticut? Why do you like teaching here?
I absolutely love it here, and I have the best Spanish 4 class.
I just chose this for my internship, and this was the first place that I picked, and they happened to love me in the interview, so here I am, and I loved every second of it. So.
I really would have taken a job closer to home, but this is what was available. I just haven't gotten my resume ready to go to another district, really.
What is your stance on phone use?
Phone use? We actually use phones a lot in class, believe it or not.
I do use cell phones a lot in class. They're able to use them to research questions.
If they're using it for Snapchat or texting their friends, not so much.
So it depends on the ringtone. That's my only criteria, really.
Do kids in the school even, are they allowed to have phones?
Kids don't remember what you try to teach them, they remember what you are. So what are you?
That's a great question. Well,
what am I? I think I'm goofy and silly.
I think that I'm caring and energetic. At the same time, I want my students to know that I do care about them and not just the grades that they make.
I don't know.
I am a Capricorn, first and foremost.
Well, I don't know at this point. I've been here since 1961. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I come to school at least 4 days a week. I just want to give it my best shot at this point.
What is the meaning of life?
I would just say, stay happy and just follow whatever you want to do. You're never going to work a day in your life if you're doing what you love.
I think it's to have fun, but to take it serious as well.
The meaning of life really is just to live life to the fullest.
It's, to me, about finding a perfect, there's so many metaphors at the grocery store, in the produce section.
2:30. All my wealthy friends, they're working all the time, but every day I get home at 2:30 and I can go home and play with my stamp collection.
When you go and you're trying to find a perfect apple, you can't tell what a mealy apple looks like. I think that has something to do with, what was the question? Something about the meaning of life, I don't know.
I've learned from teaching in high school for 8 years that there is absolutely no meaning to life whatsoever. I've learned that from teaching high school students.
Mrs. Ken, can we interview you for Home News? No, go away.
Those new teachers are really going to do a great job here.
Yeah, they seem to really fit in already.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. See you next week.